Hi Uniques, this video is about me feeling like an awful autism mom. So this is why it's important to have a network, because I beat myself up all the freaking time that I'm not doing enough, need to do more, I'm a bad mom, I'm a bad autism mom, and all those things couldn't be further from the truth. But the truth is I am not perfect, and I'm tired, and I have a lot going on. So one Monday morning, I did not wake up for work, and me and Ava was sleeping. And my mother comes in and she's like, what's going on? You know, by this time I should have been dressed and out the door. I was like, it's Sunday. Why are you in my room? And she's like, it's Monday. And oh my God. So I usually go to work really early. I used to do this all the time so I could sleep in my car. But now that Ava started sleeping through the night, knock on wood, she stays consistent because she woke up at 4 a.m. last night. Now that Ava's sleeping through the night, I am catching up on my sleep. So I really thought it was freaking Sunday, and it was Monday. It was crazy. So I did make it to work on time. So then in the same week, I forgot to put Ava's speech device in her bag. I do not drop Ava off at school. She goes through transportation, and they called me like, Ava's speech device isn't in the bag. I felt like shit. I felt awful, because this, now that she has the speech device, this is what trains her, and this is how they talk to her, and this is how she talks back. They're like, well, can you bring it? Now Ava, and where Ava's at and where my job is so far away. Now I do get on the road if she's sick to go pick her up, but I'm not gonna go back to work. So I felt really guilty. Like, I just felt like a horrible freaking mom. And they do have devices there, but it's not her device, and she only can use it for a couple hours because there's other kids. So what I did was I called my aunt, who's retired. My mother doesn't drive that much, it's a long story. So I called my aunt, who's retired, and I was like, can you bring Ava her speech device? And she was like, are you joking? Like, because this has never happened. And she did bring her a speech device. Ada had it about 11:30. She got her speech device, so she's usually there from 8:30 to 4:30. So she did have it for the majority of the day. And I'm like, yeah, it takes a village, family. And then within the same week, I forgot to charge the damn device. Now granted, it was like on 40, and by the time I left for work, it was like 47. So it made it through the day. They didn't say it died, but I was so like, what is going on with me this week? Like, I feel like I'm not doing enough. I need to be more. I need to do more. I'm just I've tried antidepressants, you know, and they just didn't work for me. I've had a lot of side effects or whatever, and I'm also not convinced exactly what the antidepressants are supposed to do for me. Like, is it supposed to make me happy? Like, it's not going to take away any problems or issues. I don't think I have. I feel like I have situational depression, not like just a chronic depression. I've had it a couple of times through my life, but it was really situational based on what was going on at the time. And you know, with Ava, there's a lot of things going on all the time. So that's where my depression comes in. I have worked on it, and eating makes me feel better with my depression. Hence how I gained all this weight. Like, if you look at my old video, I was so much thinner, and I'm gonna work on that. I'm going to an autism gala. Actually the Doug Flutie Autism Gala. That's my plan. I got a free ticket from a friend, and she really likes my vibe, so she wants me to help promote her nonprofit and be you know, a mouthpiece for that, which I'm gonna go to that gala. And I had to buy a dress. I was not happy about buying this dress because I do not feel attractive, right? So I bought the dress, and now I am gung-ho about my diet and losing this 100 pounds. Actually, it's not 100 pounds. Let's say like 80 pounds to get back to where I was before Ava, even pre-pregnancy weight. Actually, I got back to pre-pregnancy weight when Ava was about 6 or 7 months old. After the autism diagnosis is when I started gaining weight again. So all that to say, my network is like my rock. So I have several people that I talk to when I'm feeling down and out, when I want to bitch about the stresses of autism. I have them and they make me feel better. They let me know I'm not a shitty mom and all the things that go together. Like, I'm doing the best I can. They're just helpful, and they also are parents of autistic kids, so it doesn't come off condescending. And I know people are not malicious when they say certain things, but sometimes when you're not in the throes of this, like me, it comes off freaking condescending. Like, you have no flipping idea what the hell you're talking about, and you're saying the shit to appease me, and I don't feel appeased. Like, it's not even doing what it needs to be. You know, me and another autism mom were talking, and this was at Ava's school, and we were talking about that, and she's like someone will say to her, "You're the best mom for like the autism journey," or whatever. And you're thinking, what the I didn't pick this. You know, I love my child, I'm in the throes of it, but I'm doing what I freaking have to do. It's not something I chose or whatever, you know. And what makes me the best, because I'm doing the best I can do and I'm dealing with it, that doesn't make me the best. So when people say crap like that, they're trying to make you feel better, but they're not really making you feel better. You know, just that should go into one of the things not to say to an autism parent. And it's so funny when she said that. Like, I could totally vibe with what she's saying, you know. And when people think you're doing a great job, but they have no idea what the job entails, you know what I mean? How do you know I'm doing a great job? Like, you have no idea of what it takes to do this job because you're not there, or you don't understand, or it's easy for you to give me these one-liners because you don't understand, you know? Which I know they're not saying it in malice, but in the same breath, it can be annoying. You know, it really can be freaking annoying. So am I a bad mom? No. Do I feel like a bad mom sometimes? Hell yeah, I do. And I am working on that. I can only do what I can do. I work a full-time job. I definitely have people in my corner. If I didn't, I don't know if I could actually work this full-time job, which is something I'm not going to deal with right now. I can only do day by day and what's in my realm right now. I've been blessed up to this point with services and stuff, and that all has to do with networking with other autistic parents or agencies or whatever. If I did not network, I wouldn't have known about 90% of the stuff that Ava has gotten up to this point. When you're in a state, you don't, I mean, like the state of Massachusetts, it's not easy to navigate, and like early intervention doesn't know the ins and outs either. So it really behooves you to start learning and meeting other people in the journey, other people who've gone through the journey, other people with older kids, younger kids. The best thing is, what services did you get, you know? And when I meet people, I tend to tell them about the services and make them aware and let them know something, like pass it on, you know, because someone passed it to me. So it is important. And that's my best advice, to really network, because like the speech device, even getting the diagnosis at first wasn't simple. The autism center, the transportation, like all of these things I didn't know. Another autistic mother or parent told me about them, and that's how I found out about them. It was not given. Even like Social Security, like, you know, with the autism diagnosis, you can get a Social Security check, but that's all income related. I'm not considered low income, so I didn't qualify for that. And I really thought it was kind of a racist thing how they were trying to push me to do it, like assuming that I was a broke single mom, which I am not. I'm not living the high life living in Massachusetts, because this place is expensive as hell, but I'm not below the poverty level either, so that's a whole nother story. Also, there is funding for events that has nothing to do with income from DDS, which I need to apply for because I want to put Ava back in swimming. I don't know where. I don't know if I'll do the YMCA because towards the end we had a bad experience, but I do want to put Ava back in swimming. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla back.